I'm just sat in the gym at the moment, editing a video that I recorded 2 weeks ago, and I don't feel particularly connected to it in any way, shape or form at the moment. But I did want to upload a video today. It's the 1st of February. I'm kind of taking this as a second run at the new year. And I wanted to talk about finding your purpose in the modern age and living a life in which you have happiness and joy. At the moment, there's just been so much that's happened in the past 2 weeks. It's probably been one of the most pivotal 2 weeks of my life. Just there's so much going on, and I'm sat here considering for the first time how I want my life to look, how I want my life to go, what I want my life to be. And right now I really don't know. I don't know. I have two kind of schools of thought around the direction in which my life could go. First of all, there is this idea of living a very grandiose life that is large and full of achievements and success and going for the big things in life, like lots of money. And then there is this second school of thought called create a life in which you are just full of passion and love, and you live a smaller life but one that is filled with fulfillment. I think for the past 3 years I've been chasing this big life, and that hasn't brought me fulfillment in any way, shape or form. I went from earning monthly, regularly, what I used to earn in a year, and it didn't make me any happier. If anything, it made me more miserable, it added more pressure, it added more stress, and I don't know what I want anymore. And it feels so weird to kind of go in some ways against the grain and in some ways not. I always felt I was going against the grain in wanting such a large life when I'd come from a really small town. But I think it's even more against the grain to just do things that you like. If I look at the majority of people, they're not really doing things that they like. So there's that thought. I don't know what to do with that. And then also this concept of finding your passion. So I was watching a video the other day, and it was Robert Greene, I think he's called, who wrote The Art of Seduction, and he said he was passionate about writing when he was like 6. And that's when he decided he wanted to be a writer. And you get a lot of sports people who find their passion really young and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know how to reconnect to my passion again. I used to love writing when I was a kid. I used to write all the time. I remember writing a little book that was like a book of facts about horrible histories, which was like a British TV show that went into history that in a way that was like entertaining for kids. And I'd wrote this like mini book about it and took it into school, and I was like so excited to share that with everybody. And then this other time I wrote like a fact file on Doctor Who, we watched this documentary on Doctor Who, and then went and wrote like a bunch of different things about every single Doctor. I was like obsessed with it. And then so there was those two things, and then I used to write stories constantly. I'd write poetry constantly. I used to enter the 500-word story competition that the BBC, the British Broadcasting Channel, would host every single year. So there was that. But then there was also this element of me that was always like a performer. I used to love school plays as a kid, and then when I got to secondary school I tried to do as many as possible, but we were a shit secondary school. We didn't have any money or any funding, so we didn't really do school plays. But then at 17 I started my own children's entertainment business where I would entertain children at kids' parties, and it's the best job that I've ever had. And now I do social media full time, which is just another way of performing. So I understand I'm a creative, but like I don't know what to do with that creativity in this world. What do you do with that? Where do you put it? I don't know. And then there's also just this element of just wanting to be myself. Can I just be myself and somehow make it profitable? Like, lots of people tell me I'm funny. I've considered going into comedy. And when I did a self-help course a couple of years ago, it was the first thing that I did afterwards. It was weird. I got this sudden sense of freedom, and the first thing that I did with that freedom was get onto a stage in London and do 5 minutes of stand-up for a crowd of about 4 people. But yeah, I'm just at a point in my life where I don't know where things are gonna go. It's my birthday soon, and in so many ways I feel incredibly old because I've done so much in my life already. But then in so many ways I feel the youngest I've ever felt. In some ways I feel mentally younger than I was when I was 6. I think for the first time I'm probably accepting that I don't really know anything, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know where to go. And that's an interesting path to be on. There's just been heaps that's unfolded for me recently, and I'm learning just so much about life recently, about asking people for help, supporting, relying on people for support, having people in your circle, having the right people in your circle. And all of these things again just shift kind of the direction I'm heading in. When I was on this journey, which I still may be on, of, make it to the top and do this and do that and try and live this huge life, that was a very solo journey, and it wasn't a life I saw with people. But now I'm kind of in a position where people are some of the most valuable assets you can have. Having a community is one of the most valuable assets you can have, and that can be used both for living a life of fulfillment and living a grandiose life. I just don't know what to do with any of it. Anyway, I don't know if this makes sense or not. I'm going to upload it for some reason. I think I just want to post every day and see where that takes me. Post every day. It could be 10 minutes, like this isn't even 10 minutes, it's 7.5. Could be a vlog, could be something creative. Just whatever I want to do. I just want to do whatever I want to do. And that's where I'm at right now. So, peace out.